Last couple of weeks I've been talking about kind of coordination, kind of getting that kind of drive the leg, drive the hand, etc. Yes, last week we were talking a lot about kind of ball of foot stuff and how to kind of use that as a spring. Today I want to kind of do kind of total body kind of twitch. So you're using your core muscles to create that and then trying to apply that to kind of movement. Specifically, we'll be looking at kind of with the idea of Empi in mind, but like maybe we'll get to that towards the end. But in the meantime, people who are on Facebook Live, there's like 55 people on Facebook Live. There are still 10 places left on Zoom. If you want to join us to Zoom, all the details are on my Facebook. You can join in there. I can see you. It's much far easier. Okay, so let's start. So from here, just Zenkusatsu, and you're going to kind of come to that kind of Gakuzuki position. So from here, just make sure relax. Relax your arms, relax your legs, and then when you're ready, just there's pulse and then relax again. Don't overly prepare. Relax, then snap, and then relax again. Okay, try that, guys, try. So keep your feet where they are, but everything else move. Okay, keep your kind of feet in position, but your arms can move, legs can move, and then when you're ready, pulse, and then come back. Relax, pulse, and then back, yeah? Try maybe 10 times with your right hand, 10 times with your left whilst I watch. Okay, yeah, guys. Avoid kind of making this into a thing, yeah? So don't kind of start off nice and relaxed, and then you kind of get into a rhythm, and you're moving forwards and backs, and then you're punching. I want you to kind of be kind of a little bit kind of amorphic, so you're kind of not really kind of making a form. You're going from that super relaxed position, snap, and then super relaxed, snap. Okay, so move from your center, of course, but move your legs, snap, and then back. Not relax, prepare. There you go. Understand? Then, of course, okay, yeah, mate, we're going to spend one more minute on this. One thing that people are doing is kind of like a little bit kind of mistiming and a little bit holding the power. So, you know, from that relaxed position, it's that kind of moment of kime, then relaxation. That moment of kime and then relaxation. Not holding it overly kind of tense. You've gone from a really relaxed position. I want you to go from there immediately to a relaxed position. And secondly, some people are kind of a lot of upper body, but not a lot of lower body. And as a result, you're a little bit bad time. You're kind of hip and then hand afterwards. You know, like, try everything. Leg, hip, shoulder, hand, everything, whip, and then back again. Okay, last minute, give it a go. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so look, we need to kind of be able to kind of twitch from our core. So we're going to do a little bit of exercise, a little bit of drill to try to get that right. So we're going down to the push-up position. Well, not push-up, we're going to go right the way down, so kind of nose on the floor, and then we're going to push and everything off the ground and then back again, yeah? So from here, everybody's going to push off the ground and back. So I'll go down and demonstrate. Okay, once you know what we're doing, I want you to do it 10 times. 10 times, give it a go. So all we're going to do, I hope you can see me from here. Okay, we're going to go from here, and then all you're going to do is engage and then back. There's everything off the ground and back. Everything off the ground and then back. Okay, try 10 times whilst I look. Okay, Yame, good. So, like, we're going to do more of this. We are going to do more. It's not so much kind of getting yourself up from that press up position. It's like the twitch of your body to get the whole of your body off the ground, yeah? So it's not about kind of upper body strength. It's not about leg strength, it's about core strength. And that ability to kind of twitch from your core, yeah? So I'll show you from this angle, might be a little bit easier. But from this position, I'm not really kind of using my arms, I'm using my body. So like really from this position, it's still my body that is getting me up, yeah? Of course I'm using the upper body strength to get up, but it's really my body that is getting my whole twitch off the ground. And it's that kind of twitch that I want you to kind of really feel and work with today, yeah? Try another 10 times, give it a go. Okay, so a lot of people who kind of trained with me for a long time and certainly done Empi with me, this is kind of a go-to exercise that I'll do when we discuss Empi. But it's much more about that twitch from the core and being able to kind of complete body twitch. So from here, all we're going to do is kind of make your Zentai, the knees bend, you can stick your bum out a little bit, hands forward. And what we're going to do is going to drive from our center. Imagine you're going to kind of drive forward into Zenkusatsu, but with both feet. So with both legs, should I say, you're going to drive and then recover. this drive and recover, yeah? So I'll go towards the camera. But from here, you're driving and then recover. So quickly, this drive, relax, drive, relax. Okay, give that a go. I know probably what mistakes people will make. We'll try it, and then I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay, Yannick. Okay, so generally speaking, and like I can tell, obviously it's limited amount of people that I can see, and also the angles I can see is limited. But ultimately, like people take this jumping action, and so you're jumping and then landing, and then jumping and landing, as opposed to this kind of feeling of driving in. Yeah, the action that you'd have from this kind of drive, like in Yoriach, I want you to try to create with both legs that explosive power on the horizontal. And so at the same time, I don't want you to allow that power to kind of just send your legs, your hips forward and then forget to take your head with you. So you got to kind of engage your core as well. So you're twitching from your abdomen and twitching from your legs to produce the same feeling that you would have if you just from this engaged position drive into the same stretch. It's that feeling on both legs. Understand? Yeah. So not up, but direct. And you can use your hands, your legs, your hands can go back if you kind of open your chest, but whilst squeezing your abs. But you're this drive and relax feeling. And you're not making much distance at all. Yeah. If I do it from the camera, I am just driving then relaxing, driving then relaxing. That's all. If you're moving kind of like a shoulder width forward, shoulder width length forward, that's maximum, yeah? Okay, try. Maybe another minute. Give it a go, guys. Okay, excellent. Okay, good. Okay, let's go back to doing some karate, yeah? I want to have that idea, that feeling of explosiveness within your technique, yeah? So we'll just kind of do a few things that we'll try to, well, just basic movements. We'll try to kind of replicate that kind of twitch, that drive with your body within your technique. So from here, let's go Zengstach. Then we practice that kind of relax feeling, and then that just kind of twitching in, that kind of thing. Well, we're going to try to put that within our whole movement. So from here, make Gakuzuki. Okay, then all I want you to do is make that long tap de shito. So your hand's going to come up and you're going to make tap de shito. But at the same time, feel like you're pulling all the way back into an extreme hammy. Not ma hammy, but like unrealistic kind of extreme hammy. If you twisted your feet slightly, you'd be in kokutsu touch. But you're not giving over on that. Your legs, front legs pushing, so you're shifting your weight maximum on your back leg. And then from here, boom, driving forward. So in that one count, you're coming back, and then drop. Is back, store up, your thigh muscle squeeze, then total body snap, being Gakuzuki. Okay, give that a go, guys, try. Maybe 10 times on your right leg, or right left leg forward, and 10 times on your right leg forward. Okay, yeah, mate, guys, just watch. Okay, a few things that kind of people are obviously doing. So, first thing, don't rush this. Like, feel like, I know, like those who tuned in a little bit early and saw the back end of Ross Sensei's class, something like the bow and arrow, and then like, he was talking about that in his class. Like, it's the same sort of feeling where you kind of have that sense of stretching the body, then boom, you're going to let go, yeah? So don't rush it. Don't kind of try to make Kime and then blood fast. That's not what we're doing. Second thing is, be careful about that back leg. You want to squeeze the joint, the hip joint. You want to kind of maximize its possibility. Now, this will be a function of flexibility, so you just have to kind of be mindful of your own body. But what I don't want you to do is stick your knee out. Think about kind of Empi, you know, when you've done that second ground drive, before you make this motion, the last thing you want to do is stick this knee out. You want to squeeze into this joint and create that power to allow this leg to go round, yeah? It's that feeling. So from Gakuzuki, squeeze that joint. That look, the front leg is straight, maximum. I'm not sticking my bum out. I'm not leaning forward. I'm keeping everything locked in. And then from that total twitch to the Gakuzuki. Squeeze, the twitch, Gakuzuki. Okay, try. Give that a go, guys. Okay, good. Yame. Guys, any questions? Sensei, do you want to say something? Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just watching people leaning backwards while going backwards, while the body should stay straight, like you were showing before. Some people are leaning backward and then using their back and forth like that. So just be careful.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, good point and good way to put it. Yeah, leaning back is not the same as shifting your weight back, right? Yeah, excellent. Be careful, guys. Yeah. Okay, good. Guys, we're going to do that. let's build on it. Yeah. So just kind of keep in mind what I've said and what Sensei just said. Okay. So from this Gakuzuki, so we're going to go from here. We're going to slowly come back exactly the same. Front leg straight. So from here, we're going to make Gakuzuki round Gakuzuki and then back Gakuzuki. Okay. I will do that again because I think I did it super fast. Okay, so from here, we're going to pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. We're going to make Gakuzuki. And then from here, we're going to rotate from that point, inner thigh muscle squeeze, and we're kind of coming down into a smaller stance, shorter stance. That knee is almost on the ground before we rotate back to the same position again. We're going to squeeze back, drive, drive, drive. The second one is lower. First punch is here. Second one is down. Third punch is here. Very similar to how we start MP. Boom, we're locking that in, right? We're twitching and inner thigh muscle squeeze. Hey guys, just watch. So, like, I really want to kind of work on this, or like highlight this second Gakuzuki, right? The one that you kind of basically punching 45 degrees behind you. Then try not to kind of just shift your stance and drop down. I want you to really kind of squeeze in and come into your stance. Very much like, again, like I did reference that we're going to kind of do elements of MP, right? So kind of like the explosiveness, but still the core control of MP, right? So like if we imagine the first part of MP, then for sure we're not just dropping and rotating this way. We're not like, if we did Gakuzuki, we wouldn't be punching like this, as if we've just done freestyle Gakuzuki. I mean, bog standard idea is that your knee is like 1/5 width away from your from your front, should I say? So, and you're kind of dropping down in kind of shoulder width distance around, and like that's the bog standard stance, yeah. 45 degrees, hips forward. It's not square on, nor is it ham knee. It's very difficult to make ham knee. Really kind of relaxed in a 45-degree position, looking 45 degrees, yeah. So it's kind of that feeling that you're trying to create, which is all about kind of twisting on the spot and inner thigh muscle control. So if I was going to make the initial movements of MP, and we will get to this, I'm not kind of dropping and falling. I'm twisting and kind of staying on the spot and creating this position before I come back. And it's that kind of twist I want you to try to kind of develop, yeah? So again, I'll show you like where you can see my feet properly, but from here, I'm kind of staying where I am. I'm not going to shift my weight that way. I'm staying where I am, and at the same time, inner thigh muscle squeeze. And like my feet are kind of come closer. This leg has kind of been pulled forward a little bit, or pulled towards me a little bit, before I rotate and come back again. So I start in this position. I squeeze my inner thigh muscles as I twist on the spot, which kind of brings my feet together, and then before I go back again. And it's that kind of control and explosive twitch that I want you to try to develop. So let's try speed and power, yeah? Okay, one count is, we're going to start from the Gakuzuki position. One count is tate shito, nice relax, then bam, bam, bam. Stop. Okay, that's one count. Okay, let's try. We're going to do 5 on this side, and then 5 on this side. Okay, you're ready. So start with left leg forward, Gakuzuki. Okay, then, and knee, pull, 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 pull. Sam, Shin.
Okay, when you're rotating to the second and the third Gakuzuki, 45 degrees, do you rotate on the ball of your feet?
Ball of your knee, ball of your foot.
Feet.
Ball of feet. Yes, yes. I mean, like what I would say, because we did a lot about, over the last couple of weeks, and you've been on most of the seminars, is that we initially did kind of like a few weeks ago now, we did that idea of like pivoting on the ball of your foot, right? And how to pivot on your heel first, and then ball, and the importance of pivoting on heel, pivoting on ball. And then we did a bit of work on kind of inner thigh muscle connection, and then we did a bit about kind of driving from your legs, and then last week we did about driving from your foot. Now I want you to kind of have that kind of much more greater fluidity in what your feet are doing. So ultimately, your feet are kind of pulsing and driving and being the kind of connection between your power and the floor. But also it's not set, it's not fixed. So in this case, when I'm doing that, I'm here, I've just punched Gakuzuki, I'm going to punch 45 degrees. Really, it's just my hip rotating. I'm staying where I am. So I'm having no need to kind of transfer power. So it's not as if I'm kind of going on the heel just to get body weight and go in that direction. It's just a twitch. And I'm going to pull that inner thigh in and go for my glutes. So from here, I'm just staying where I am. So this foot moves quite a lot, actually. It's kind of moving on the ball of the foot and also probably a little bit slide before ball of foot again and going back to where it is. So this leg, back leg, which will become front leg, is shifting quite a lot. But if I explain that, like I've just done, then that's what people will focus on. Well, I don't want you to focus on that. I want that to be the natural conclusion of everything else that's going on. Understand? I mean, like this is Kihon, right? So for sure, I don't have to prove that it works. I'm not actually punching anyone. All I have to do is be mindful that it's focusing on a fundamental biomechanical principle, which I know does work in reality. Yeah. So for sure, if I've just punched someone, there and I want to punch them there, then if they're coming towards me and I just have to have a strong foundation, then boom, maybe that's enough. That strong foundation there is enough to create power as they come onto it. But if I'm going to actually try to create power to someone who's this direction, then of course I'm probably pulling that in and then driving into that direction, like we talked about just a few weeks ago. So yes, it's Kihon. Yes, it's like a corkscrew. You're staying, keeping your weight where you are. That has no real practical application unless someone's coming onto your technique and you just need a strong foundation. If you're trying to make distance, then this kind of thing wouldn't work. But the twitch and the connection with your legs is one of those fundamental principles that does make other movements work. Understand? Yep, good. Okay, good. Okay, let's continue, guys. We have about 10, 12 minutes left. So let's just kind of move on a little bit towards Empi. So from here, I want you to, okay, let's make it upright first. So first, Akazuki. We won't spend longer on this, but from here, a little bit, chew down to Jonah, yeah? Chew down to Jonah. And what I really want you to think about is those inner thigh muscle connection, boom, that locking in, that lat locking in, pec locking in, to control the circular nature of this technique. So from here, boom, lock that in, Akazuki, but it's about this and this that's controlling this. Don't just swing it, don't turn it into a straight Akazuki. Make sure it's curved, but at the same time, with power, boom, and you're going to stop it at the end. Okay, give that a go, guys. Just a couple of minutes, and I want to check out. So yeah, I don't want to spend any time about that at all. Apart from you're kind of using your body in the same way. Your arm might be much more connected, but your body is still kind of twitching, but then locking in the thigh muscles, abdomen, kind of your pec and your lat, kind of locking in to kind of hold that circular nature. It's very similar to someone who kind of swings their punch like this, like a haymaker that you see in dangerous fights on Sky TV or that kind of nonsense that some people watch. You got people doing haymakers and stuff like that, completely disconnected. Or a Mike Tyson, boom, and he's in and he's completely connected. This is a circular technique, okay? But it's that structure and that power of his body that kind of allows that body mass to be connected to that circular technique, okay? And that comes from a lot of core strength. But still, boom, you're twitching from your core. Boom, you're going to twitch from that position, yeah? Not kind of moving slowly. Understand? Okay, so with that in mind, so from here, that in mind, we're going to, I'll show you from time. Okay, we're going to, boom, go up, yeah? Then drive. This drive in before blocking and then making it up right again. So this itch, then knee, and see. Okay? I hope most people know Empi. It's those 4 classic moves of Empi. Get Ambrai, Hagazuki. Then this Hizugeri kind of dry fitting as you're making Korsadach, and then reverse Get Ambrai. Okay, try that, guys. Okay, yeah, mate, guys. So, look, we did do this thing about kind of like, where we were driving and then relaxing, yeah? And it's that body twitch, relax, that I really want you to kind of crowbar into this movement. So from here, don't have us, there's lots of people on this, like 150, 160 people on this course, right? So all different organizations. Thank you very much, lovely to see you. So I'm not going to start saying, oh, well, it's this or is it, because like each organization has a different kind of unique way, and some are very kind of specific about it, others are a little bit more free, so do what you want to do, who cares? Okay, but this idea of kind of whatever you do with this hand, this idea of driving in is consistent, no matter what style. Now, people kind of do a little bit of a hop, a little bit of a skip. You know, even I do, like I do that in my kind of in exuberance to do the kata. What I really want you to focus on is the same feeling as if you just step forward, Oizuki. That feeling of connection with your back leg to the drive forward. Have that Oizuki feeling in that movement. And then as soon as you go to that maximum apex, you recover into Kostach. So from here, maximum drive, then Kostach. There's drive, Kostach. And the idea is that you want to have this image that your feet are landing in Kostach at the same time. That's impossible. You shouldn't, unless you jump, and it gives you your back foot a chance to kind of catch up, which you don't want to do. It's impossible to have both feet land at the same time, but you want to be able to twitch in the thighs or legs to get that stance in as quickly as possible. You want to drive this leg forward, whilst then as soon as you reach that maximum drive, pull that back leg in to make Kostach. So from here, drive in a twitch manner, retract in a twitch manner. There's drive, retract, landing in Kostach. There's one other point I want to talk about, and this is this reverse get upright. So a lot of people, I can just see there, a lot of people, and again, this might be a little bit kind of organization based, you know, so some organizations might emphasize this, others don't, but like if this applies to you, great. If it doesn't apply to you, specifically doesn't apply to you because you've been told otherwise, fine. If it's something that you've never thought about, maybe it's something you can think about. But original kata, Wanshu was the original kata of Empi, right? Original kata, you was this, and you'd go forward and then you'd block it upright, facing Genkotach, before you turn to make Ginambai the other way. So it wasn't reverse Ginambai, it was Ginambai and Zenkotach facing the same direction, right? So there is that element of, you've locked in Ginambai. After you've made Kostach, Ginambai. Then you want to try to maintain that somewhat as Shotokan has changed, morphed, developed the technique to face the other way. An awful lot of people are twisting this way. And if you twist this way, then you disconnect this shoulder. Like if I show you from this angle, if I've made Kostach and then I turn, then this feels really nice, this kind of counter rotation to the extreme, where your Zenkotach is facing this way, and then you're kind of blocking behind you. And then it also kind of feels nice to kind of pull back into this Ginambai for the next technique. But this is completely disconnected. So as much as it feels nice, I want you to try to avoid kind of deriving power from this rotation and create power just from the snap of the expansion. So from this engage, shoulders forward, hips engage, then you're gonna completely this twitch to create this power. Then it's not completely rotated, but you're about kind of Shizen, natural position, same position as maybe being Jukumai, about, depends case by case. What about that? So not over rotation this way, certainly not pull back to hammer, then this becomes weak again. But that's Shizen position. So this drive, then exactly same twitch feeling before you start the whole process again. Understand? Good. So last one, guys. We've only got like 4 minutes left. We're just going to do the first sequence. Then what I really wanted to talk about today was this ability to kind of twitch from your body. Then, like, you know, like my daughter, actually, she just turned 12 yesterday, actually. So 12 years old. But like, yeah, I remember kind of 10 years ago, wherever it was, and she was learning how to snap her fingers. And like this was something that she saw me or my wife do, and then tried to kind of replicate. And it took her a while, right? And it wasn't kind of the physical ability, as in muscle strength and stuff like that. It was actually neurological pathways that she had to create in order to twitch those muscles within sequence. And so what you're doing is you're fast twitch firing those specific muscles to create that movement. And that took some time. It took her, you know, like wherever it was, I don't know, a couple of weeks, wherever it was, to kind of develop that. Now, I often think about that and think, well, that's what we're trying to do with our whole body within karate. Like, how can we twitch from our core? How can we, you know, how can we twitch from our pec? How can we twitch from our kind of arm muscles or abdomen or hip leg muscles or quads, all that kind of stuff? How can we create that twitch throughout our body? And I think the most difficult one is, of course, your core. So it's about trying to create that kind of twitch rather than upper body strength, which is, you know, certainly half the population is a little bit kind of challenged because you don't have the same upper body strength as men versus women. Also, it goes after time, yeah? As you get older, you lose that strength, you've got to rely on core muscles. So developing that ability to twitch from your core is super important. Understand? Yeah? A few people looking blank at me. Okay, so with that in mind, let's just do the first part. So from here, twitch. As we twitch, we are dropping down. As we twitch, we're coming back to the same position. As we twitch, we're making an umbrella. As we twitch, we're making Kagasuki. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, give it a go, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we're doing, yeah? Try that, yeah? Yeah. Then, okay, two things I want to say. We're going to do it one more time, because we're out of time now. We're going to do it one more time, but there's two things that I really want to kind of talk about. Firstly, last week, Felipe Martin Sensei from Brazil, from Rio de Janeiro, was talking specifically about this movement. And what he was saying was, and I completely agree with him, is the third movement in Empi, where you go 1, 2, the next movement. If you make Zenkutsu dachi, let me show you a good position so you can see my feet. If you make Zenkutsu dachi, and your shoulder is wide, blah, 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 and then your back leg moves in order to make Kagasuki, it's very difficult to create power that way. And I never learned it this way. I always very specifically was told from Asai Sensei, from Kata Sensei, from Kagawa Sensei, from anybody that I trained who had a great faith in, was that this was a straight line stance. And so from here, you are driving straight forward into Zenkutsu, not Zenkutsu dachi. And they very specifically made a big difference about what difference is Zenkutsu, just way forward, and Zenkutsu dachi, stance of way forward. So this is just way forward before you shift in the same direction to Kagasuki. Albeit only on the ball of my foot, but from this position, this second movement, from here, I'm driving Zenkutsu, weight going this way, and then weight going in the same direction. That's all. So be careful on that, yeah? Second point is, this is twitch, 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 twitch. It should never feel labored. So I'm seeing a lot of people who are kind of stepping down, and then pushing up, and then stepping and stepping, and it's all kind of outer body, kind of big action movements. No, just from your core. Just from your core, there's twitch, 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 twitch. That's all you're doing. Understand?